right, so let's start with Daniela. Daniela has 12 candies, and she gave her sister half of the candies. How many candies did Daniela keep for herself? So I have to stop and think for just a minute. What is happening in the story? Well, we have Daniela, and she has 12 candies. So my first question to myself is that all of the candies that she has, or is that only part of the candies? So we should be labeling this. This would be the whole amount. The whole amount of candies. And what is she going to do with the whole amount of candies? Well, she's going to give half to her of the candies to her sister. So she's giving part of the candies to her sister. All right. So let me tell you some things that I saw when I was walking around today. I saw that many boys and girls were thinking that this was division, because many boys and girls were thinking that we are taking the number 12 and we're cutting it by 2 and we're getting 6, which I understand that that is what you're thinking is happening, and we can all agree that yes, the answer is 6. But when I go back and I think about what is relevant to my problem, I don't see the number 2 in here anywhere. Yes, many of us understand that 1/2 is the same as 2 equal parts. I also saw some boys and girls saying, well, 12 divided by 1/2 is going to give me 6. But mathematically, this is incorrect, because that cannot happen. Because if you will remember our number talk, if we take the number 12 and we draw 12 boxes out and we cut each one of those in half, then what we end up having is 24 pieces. And we all can agree that the answer is not 24 pieces. So mathematically, if you write 12 divided by 1/2, you should get 24. This is the correct way to solve that problem, but we know that 24 is not the answer. So we have to go back to the drawing board and think, well, what is going on in the problem? Well, we know that we have a whole amount. We have a whole amount called 12. And we're going to take part of that whole amount. So we are going to call this part of a whole set. And when we have part of a whole set, we are multiplying. So what does that look like? That looks like 1/2 being multiplied by the whole number 12. And we put a number 1 to kind of balance that out. And when we multiply our numerator times numerator, we get 12. And 2 times 1 is 2. And 12 divided by 2 is 6. And so if I think about this being the whole set of 12, and I want to take half of that, I want to cut it into 2 equal pieces, then yes, there are 6 that are in half the group. And this would be 1/2 of the group and 2/2 of the group. So we're taking part of the whole group of 12. And so that is how you should be solving this question.